All right, Joe here with Top Click Joe and Street Level SEO Pros. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to create a location page based on your Google Business Profile. So we're doing things now where we're going to try to start helping you rank street level, not citywide, city level, but street level, like the circles behind me, the ones, the twos, the threes, and the 1, 4 that you can see up there at the top of the screen. These are 5 mile apart grids. This is one of our clients in North Carolina, and he's ranking everywhere. So imagine these are 5 miles apart. These are pretty wide. I'm going to be showing you how to create a location page today, and I'm going to show you two different ways to do this. So the first way, let me share my screen, is I have a bot that we use in our group. And so we have a group that's $27 a month, and this let me just show you what I mean. I'll just pull this over real quick. So it's Street Level SEO Pros. It's my school group right here is $27 a month, and the amount of stuff you'll be getting in here, like when I go into the back end, you're going to be getting this is our ultimate local SEO domination, where all of our training is going to be. This is right here. We don't have a thumbnail yet. This is still new. This is where we're going to be teaching, we're doing weekly Q&As. Every Thursday, we're going to be doing this up to 2 hours. You'll be able to come in, ask any question. We can look at, so we'll take questions and we'll answer those. So that's what this is all about. But the main thing that this is about is this. So this right here is our map. So what we're building out. So Google Business Profile and your website should act together. You should have pages. This is our main category for my internet marketing service. Is my main category. My secondary category is marketing agency, advertising agency, website designer. You're going to be learning how to do all of this in our class. We're going to teach you all of this. This happens to be the website side of things. We're also going to teach you how to optimize your Google Business Profile the correct way and do these things right. Now, let me get rid of this and let me get right to it. Now, let me just show you what I mean. Let me move this out of the way right here. Okay. So if you're in our group, we have bots that you can use, and I basically created all of this. There's a lot here. There's the location page with the schema, and then we want the this is a secondary, this is a helper page. So when I was showing you that picture, when I was showing you this right here, these are the secondary pages right here. These are the actual location pages. These are secondary pages, okay? Just so you have the right idea. So this took about 5 minutes in my bot, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to do this by just using Poe. Now, I like Poe. I already set up kind of a prompt here, and I'm going to add some stuff. Can you create a local location page based off the following questions? The purpose is to create a unique location page for a local advertising agency. Here are the questions. After I answer the questions, please create the local location page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to Poe again. I'm going to go to Poe. I'm going to go to the basics. Now, in order to use Poe, you got to have a Poe account. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Top Click Joe Location Page Builder right here. And what I want these questions right here. So this is my bot. You answer inside. So even when you use our bots, you just copy this, paste it here, and answer. So that's what we're going to do right now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the other one and make sure I'm answering exactly the same way as I did when I did it through my bot to see what the difference is. Now this will work, and you'll get something decent out of this, but it's never going to be it's never going to work as well as our bots do, because those are 1,000+ page prompts inside of there, so there's a lot going on. But this will be adequate. So if you don't have $27 a month to spend and you want to try to do this yourself, that's what I'm showing you here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to pull this over for a second. Let me grab this. Let me just do something real quick here. Let me grab this. I have it on the wrong one. I need to put it over here. Copy. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. These are the questions I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one now. I don't need it. What I do need is this. So, okay. So I'm going to start grabbing the questions from over here. And what I'll do when in this video, I will give you access to the Loveland page that I made. Like here's my main page with the metadata. And as you go through, you can see what it produced. Now, I wanna back up just a second, okay? And this is the Colorado helper page that I created, and so on and so forth. But you'll get this. Um, Over here, I use this. So I'm just going to go to the very top of this. I'm going to scoot down just a little and I'm going to start grabbing. I'm going to say the exact same thing. So my target area is Loveland, Colorado. I'm going to grab this, copy it. I'm going to go over here because we're going to do this one. So let me go to number 1. And it is Loveland, Colorado. Right there. Let me get the second question. Number 2, primary area is Loveland, Colorado. I didn't need to do this. I already did it. I could do this because the reason I have the same question, it looks like it's the same question, but it's not. If I want to add some nearby satellite areas, if I want to add some core office location or something, I can on number 2. I don't want to do that on this. So I'm just going to go here and I'm going to answer number 2 the same way. Okay, then I'm gonna go to number 3. What is your business name? Top Click Joe Incorporated. When you're putting your business name in, make sure it matches your NAP, your name, address, phone number. Make sure if your business name is Top Click Joe, then put Top Click Joe. If your business name is Top Click Joe Incorporated, then put that. And this is how my NAP is. So it's exactly like my NAP. That's extremely important when you're doing this, by the way. So we'll go to brand name. Paste. What is the physical address? I'll just go to my company information. I'll make this real quick. Here's my physical address. I have this so it makes things quick when we're working on clients, but I'm doing mine right now. So I'm just going to do the physical address right here. And the next question is, what is the primary phone number? How about 970-817-1248. There's my phone number. All right. What is the business geo coordinates? This is kind of important. Nobody does this. All right. Geo coordinates are important because if you're going to create location pages, you can actually create maps at the bottom of your location page with driving directions from anyone to get to your office. It'll give driving directions. It'll also give a map showing how long it takes. So that's on another video. I'll be showing you that. But if I go to my company information, I have my longitude, latitude for my office. So there's that. Let me go over here. So right here, geo coordinates, I'm going to put that in right here. I'm just going to paste this. Okay, so the next question is, which Google Business Profile categories is for? So what I did on the other one is I put all 4 of them. I'm going to do the same thing as I did before, but if you're going to do something like this, I just wanted to get the location page talking about all 4 of these. It makes it kind of difficult sometimes when you pick all 4 because it doesn't know what to do on the title tag and things like that. So I think what I'm going to do is, in order to stay the same, I am going to pick all 4, but in the future, I probably wouldn't do this. So internet marketing service, marketing agency, advertising agency, and I also, here, let me do it like this. There it is. So all 4, I'll just copy it because it's also a website designer right here. Okay. So let me copy this. Those are my 4 categories inside my Google Business Profile. So I will put it right here. Sometimes I get messed up on this because all these letters are together. What is the primary keyword? Well, the primary keyword that I'm going to use is right here. I'm going to use let me find that real quick. I'm going to use, oh man, this right here, internet marketing service. I'm going to make that my primary keyword. Okay, because that's my main category of my business. Okay, so let me go here. Let me do internet marketing service. And then I'm going to put, so up here, we wanted a keyword. So number one, okay, so if you look at number one, what city and state should this location be for? Loveland, Colorado. So I'm going to grab, so now what it's going to be down here is it's going to be, when you look at this, the primary keyword, right? Include city and state. So I'm going to put that in here. And then what I'm going to do is put, there's that, Loveland, Colorado. Okay. Okay. Loveland, Colorado. Now, what nearby cities or towns do you want referenced? I don't really want nearby towns in this because I want to be kind of hyper local when I'm doing this, when I'm doing these location pages. Now, when I start doing my helper pages, like I showed you, that all comes into play at that point, right? Like when I start doing all of this, only include real service areas, no keyword padding. I don't want to, I'm not even going to fill this out, but what did I say over here on number 8? What primary keyword I put? Internet marketing company. I said company here. I'm going to make it internet marketing service because I had to change my my actual page because I wanted to say service. I didn't, and the reason this happened is because up here, remember when I put all 4 in, it kind of messed it up. So I don't want to do that in the future. I'm just showing you that you can use one thing. If I go to I'm going to show you something here. If I go to Top Click Joe. I want to make sure I'm in right here. I want to make sure I'm using Top Click Joe right here. And I go to Top Click Joe Incorporated. I just want to show you this right here. Do it. Come on. Right here. See how I have my services? Here's my primary category, internet marketing service. Remember I said I had 50 services? Here's all the services under that. Here's my secondary. Here's all my marketing agency, all my services. Here's my other secondary, website designer, all the services under website designer, and advertising agency and all the services under that. I will explain at some other video why this is very, very important. So we're on this question right here. And I already got the marketing service, Loveland, Colorado. What are the nearby cities? I don't want any, but what did I say here on number 9? So if I go to number 9, I wrote include neighborhoods and points of interest in Loveland, Colorado only. Now, I don't want to do this like I did here because I like my helper page, but since I already did it, I'm just going to grab it, right? I'm going to grab it so it's kind of the same, but in the future, I would not do this. And so I was testing the other one to see what would happen. Now I know to stick to the single thing because that's what I want to do. So that's what you're going to want to do. But because I use that here, I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, looks like my not responding. That is just great. There we go. Same thing. Okay. Who is our ideal customer? When you get to number 10, who is our ideal customer? Well, local service businesses, contractors, and small business owners. I always pick these because that's what I'm going after in my company. And I got to put an S, bam, because I missed it. What makes this business especially credible or relevant in this market? Okay. You're going to have something in your business that makes you better than your competitors. There's got to be something. In mine, when you start looking at mine over here, my information, what makes me better is I owned a service business for 27 years. So for 27 years, I had boots on the ground. I did my own marketing. I spent my own money. This is what makes me different. Something else is going to make you different. So I filled out like all the companies I used to own. AmeriDry was my water fire disaster company. My Mold Free Now was my mold testing and remediation. Restoration Colorado Roofing, my roofing company. Fiber Clean was my carpet cleaning, tile cleaning, air duct cleaning company. And I had a Great American Floors was our showroom where we had all types of flooring like carpet, hardwood, luxury, vinyl tile, all that. And so these were my companies. We also had a construction company. We did all the rebuilds from the disaster stuff. Okay. So this is what I put in mine. Okay. But I also have the all of my my employees, my managers put all their experience in also. So I'm going to do exactly what I did on mine. And what I did is I grabbed this and I grabbed them all. So I'm going to grab everything, 39 pages. You don't have to do this. I'm doing this to mine. It can just be about you, right? Like, what is your experience? Why are you a great plumber? Why are you a great roofing company? Something's got to be different. So I'm going to go back here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that right here. What makes this better? What makes this business especially credible or relevant in this market is all of this. Now, this is going to bring me way down. I'm going to back up on that. Okay. Okay, so here we go. What tone? Well, the tone I like is informative and conversational with storytelling expertise. I think that's how you spell expertise. Okay. So, because I want it like in a story, format. Okay. Now, there's that. Okay. Now we have 13. Should we include the FAQ? Yes. And in my bot, so this might not work as well on this, but in my bot, it teaches it not to duplicate the FAQ and the main content because I want them separate, and that's also important. That has a lot to do with ranking and AI and things like that. I do want, yes, but because we're not in my bot, I'm gonna say make sure you combine, stack the schema. The schemas, because there's going to be local business and web page and FAQ. I want them to combine it because it's much cleaner. Now that I've done this, I'm going to go ahead and just hit start. And let's see what happens as it starts doing it. Absolutely, based on everything you provided, here is a fully written SEO-optimized local location page for Top Click Joe Incorporated, targeting Loveland, Colorado. This is written to be unique, conversion-focused, locally relevant, and aligned with Google's local SEO best practices. Okay, here we go. Internet marketing service in Loveland, Colorado. So it's using my main category keyword. And so there's that. And then it's got, serving Loveland, Colorado with battle-tested marketing strategies. So it's talking about the little areas in Loveland, and you're going to know your areas in your own city. This is right next to Fort Collins where I live. So I happen to know all this is true. I go to Centura all the time because there's a lot of great shopping there and, Lake Loveland and those kind of places. Okay, so this looks good. Why Loveland businesses choose Top Click Joe Incorporated. Well, see, it knows about my 27 years experience, hands-on experience owning a local service business. So that gives me an advantage because I spent my own money doing marketing for 27 freaking years. And so I got really, really good at it. Okay, here we go. He spent his own money. It even says that. Wow, that's cool. Internet marketing service for Loveland, Colorado businesses. We offer full service digital marketing. So far, this is a great looking page, a location page, and it did it in seconds. A deep bench of digital marketing specialists. Top Click Joe Incorporated isn't a one-person operation because I put my whole team in there, right? And it's talking about my team, who we help, right? Local service business, contractors, restoration. It names them all. Local agency, bam, that speaks your language. We don't bury you in jargon. We hide behind dashboards. So this is pretty good based on the questions I gave it. Now you can use the same type of questions just put your business information in. Here's my FAQ right here. Here's my combined schema code. So we have local business, web page, and FAQ schema. So it has it all in here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did on my other one. When you look at this, here's my main page, okay? As I scroll down, the very next thing I did after the schema is I asked it to give me some Google Business Profile ads. So Google Business Profile ads. So I'm going to ask it to do the same thing again. I'm going to ask for 3 of them, just like I did here. Can you create 3 Google Business Profile? ADS. I'll start using the mic. It'll be a lot easier. So let's just do the same thing. Absolutely. Here's 3 high converting Google Business Profile ads. So now I got an ad built by a contractor, not a marketer. I was a contractor, 27 years. That's great. This shows that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so this helps people helps us convert our clients. Add 2 more calls from Loveland customers. So it's going to write this one. It's going to write the 3rd one right here. Okay, so and then the pro tip. And then, okay, so next what I want to do is I want to create, rewrite these as Google local service ads. We can also do that. We can do whatever we want with this once you do it. So I'm just going to go up here and copy this. Oh no, I'm going to use my mic. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to say, please create 3 Facebook ads. Let's see what happens. Okay, Facebook ad 1, built by a contractor. Facebook ad 2, this is a business depends on it, not just good looks. Loveland, Colorado service, that's good. That's good. Recommended creative angles to maximize performance, pair these ads with. Of course, you're going to add photos. You're going to add stuff like that, okay? You're going to want to do that. This isn't going to add the photo for you, but that's what you're going to do, right? Facebook lead form questions. I don't want to do that. I can do video scripts. I can do Instagram reels, build contractor specific versions, like for roofing, restoration. I work with everybody, all types of service business, so I don't want it to be hyper, like I don't want to just use roofing unless I'm actually going after them at that moment. Now, what did I do after that? After the Google Business Profile, the Facebook posts, then what I did is Loveland, Colorado helper page. So I'm going to say, can you build me? All right, here we go. Can you build me a helper page for Loveland, Colorado that mentions great neighborhoods in Loveland and points of interest? Oh, it didn't work. Can you create? It's not working. Can you create me a helper page for Loveland, Colorado that will mention all the great neighborhoods and points of interest in Loveland that I can use to link up to the main Loveland, Colorado location page? That's what I want. I needed to shut up. It started doing it. This is exactly what a helper supporting location page should do for SEO. Absolutely, I know that. So when we look at the picture again, what I'm doing is this now. I'm creating a geolocation page to help that location page, all right? That's what I'm doing. So here we go. You can publish this as something like Loveland, Colorado areas we serve, Loveland, Colorado neighborhoods. I like areas we serve. So now this is my helper page. So it's going to talk about downtown Loveland, Centura, Kendall Brook, Alford Meadows, North Lake neighborhood, all this. So now parks and landmarks. service businesses across Loveland. So whether you're a customer are located near downtown Loveland, Centura, or Boyd Lake and surrounding areas, explore Loveland and marketing services. Okay, it did all that. Here's what I want. Can you make that helper page a little more in depth? Could you make it a little bit better? Okay, now, yeah, I wanted a little more content on these. I was doing my plot and apparently it stopped recording. And so I'm just going to go ahead and finish that. All right, so this is a little better. Okay. All right, so there's my helper page and it will link and it even tells you how to link, right? So I'm going to create a schema-like version. Oh, I do need schema. Please give me the combined schema for this helper page. Okay, so it's doing that. Let me look at this now. What did I do after the helper page? You can see that I did the same thing. It's got these areas. There's just a little more context because I trained my bot. Now, what we do with these, this doesn't go right on our website. I have 26 writers that work at Top Click Joe. They'll go in and make it look better. They'll make white space. They add photos. They add pictures. We don't use stock photos here. And so they'll do all that. They'll put the map in and all the stuff we were talking about. So after this, what did I do? Okay. There's that. Okay. All right. Then I want a blog post. Okay. So here we go. All right. That's great. Okay. So will you create me a blog post now with an FAQ section and a schema that is combined? But I want the blog post to be different than anything else you've already written. I want it to be unique content that will pass Copyscape. Okay. All right, so now I have a long form blog post. Why Loveland service businesses struggle online. Let me make sure it did what I wanted. There's a few FAQs and there's that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I want to know. I want to know non-duplicated FAQ section, and this thing won't stop. Let's grab this blog post real quick. There's some FAQs. I don't need the schema right now. Let me go over here. Let me go to Copyscape. Looks like I got to add some money. We're going through that. No results, which means it's not duplicated content, which I wanted to know. What about my location page? Let me go up here to the location page real quick. Let me grab this. Okay, I don't want the schema. Let me grab it. Let me go back to Copyscape. Let me make sure. Right there, I keep passing it up. Put that in. Paste. Let's go. And no results, which means it's unique content. So we just created unique content. I just showed you. Under this video, you'll find, I'll have this in a PDF form so you can look at everything. And, I will put the questions at the top of this. So you have the questions and you just answer your own, answer the questions for your own business. This should help you do that. Now, if you think that, $27 a month is not too much, to be able to use these bots that I created that are, you know, like 1,000+ pages long, the prompts. In fact, I just want to show you this. Hold on one second. I'll show you one more thing and we'll end this. Okay, let me find my bots. Let me find this. Let me open up one of my prompts and let me share my screen so I can show you. This is screen number 2. This is one of my prompts for carpet cleaning right here, carpet and upholstery cleaning, okay? And so give it a second. When we look at it, this prompt is 1,221 pages long. So that's how our bots work so well. But I just showed you that you can do nearly the same thing. It's not going to be as good, but it could be good enough if you want to do it on your own and you don't have the extra $27 to use our bots and to learn from us. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And I hope you got something out of this.